Hello there. I want to talk to you about unintended consequences. The world is littered full of examples of them. Sometimes we don't realize the full impact of the things that we do until quite some time afterwards. And sometimes, unfortunately, we never realize the unintended consequences of our actions. In part, we have a challenge with unintended consequences because of a lack of thought, a lack of consideration of people whose experience might be different and who might be impacted differently than the author of a particular piece of work, legislation, a rule in business, a decision made. This is not just about the race report, by the way. This is more broadly a flaw in leadership. And it's a flaw of personal convenience when it comes to unintended consequence, because it's a flaw that, despite an abundance of evidence to the contrary, allows people to believe that as long as their intent is pure and they're allowed to define what pure is, any collateral damage from their decision making, any collateral damage from the thing that they choose to do is acceptable. And their guilt is somehow ameliorated by the fact that their intent was pure. In leadership, this is really something key to remember. There's barely a day goes by in an organization where you don't hear someone say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean it." As if those words have a magical power to reverse time and undo damage. And they don't. The bell cannot be unrung. The damage very often cannot be ameliorated. If you've heard me pontificate at any length, you'll have heard me talk about the time that I broke someone's nose by accident. Dancing. I really didn't mean it. But it was funny that when I leant in to their ear to whisper those magic words that make everything all right, I didn't mean it. It didn't stop the blood from gushing. It didn't restructure his broken cheekbone. The damage was done. The bell was rung. And there I was, scrambling to feel better in a moment when real harm had been done. Leaders always remember there is a distinct and easily discernible difference between the intent of something and the impact of something. And where leadership is concerned, all we can focus on is the impact. And we can't use our intent, no matter how noble, as a reason to assuage our guilt or pretend that it undoes the damage.